Well, realistically, it's one of the craziest propositions of all time. He's constantly moving, and then punches are coming, and he loops punches around your guard, and he's constantly shifting his feet, and you think he's going to be there, and he's over here, and it's like this overload of thinking. It's not a casual, relaxed fight where you can kind of move around and get your groove, and he's going to stay on the outside, and you're going to... No, it's just constant.
For me, personally, I'm on a different level than everybody. And when it comes down to boxing, because Devin, he's a boxer.
Joe Rogan didn't mince words when breaking down a potential clash between Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. The podcast legend delivered a stark warning. Underestimating Stevenson could be catastrophic. Rogan highlighted Shakur's blistering speed, razor-sharp reflexes, and relentless combination punching as weapons that could completely overwhelm Haney in the ring.
This is a terrifying human being. Terrifying. Every aspect of your senses at every moment. He's constantly moving, and then punches are coming, and he loops punches around your guard. This is like they're throwing insane money at people. They're throwing nutty sums of cash at people to make amazing fights happen. Like this has always been the hiccup in boxing, is that people don't want to fight certain people because they want to protect their record. The Saudis are like, how much?
Everybody's got a price.
Yeah, everyone's got a price.
And we've got the bank account to pay it.
Shakur Stevenson just cemented another chapter in his growing legend. With a masterful unanimous decision victory over Teofimo Lopez, he captured the WBO junior welterweight title and etched his name as a 4-division world champion. This performance didn't just add hardware to his collection. It elevated his standing in the pound-for-pound conversation.
Shakur looked phenomenal, dominant performance. What do you think about that?
Man, he made it easy. I was saying, like, if T.O. was to fight more on a back foot and throw punches when Shakur throws, that's the only time you're going to get Shakur. But T.O., he has a habit of getting out of position all the time. He'll double up his right hand, turn square, or turn southpaw. Like, that's not going to work, bro. You're not going to take up enough space to touch Shakur. Shakur's reflexes and his countering was just keeping T.O. at bay. It was an easy night from round one for him. Shakur got the dub.
Excellent. Appreciate your time, brother. Congrats, champ.
Stevenson
From the opening bell to the final round, Stevenson put on a clinic. His tactical brilliance and ring IQ were on full display as he systematically dismantled Lopez, landing significantly more punches while maintaining impeccable defensive form. Shakur demonstrated a level of control rarely seen on boxing's biggest stages.
Just made Teofimo look like a novice. I mean, that's how good he is. 120, 109, 108. I mean, just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Is that what you expected from Shakur? No?
I mean, listen, I expected an incredible performance, but I didn't expect it to be completely one-sided. I mean, he won every round, in my opinion. It like the golfing levels was phenomenal. And I said to Bud, like, going into 12, he could do 40 rounds, Shakur. Like, never out of control, footwork, timing, shot selection. I actually think he could have stopped Teofimo if he'd have stepped on him. Teofimo looked like frustrated, just obviously he was busted up to the face. He's a phenomenal fighter, 4-division world champion.
With the Lopez victory behind him, Stevenson wasted no time looking ahead. In his post-fight comments, he made his intentions crystal clear, dropping Devin Haney's name as a potential future opponent. His message was unmistakable. He's confident he possesses the skills to outbox Haney when they finally meet.
Devin, he's a boxer. It's not like he's a stone cold killer who's just gonna go in there and try to knock me the out.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to outbox me. I'm the greatest boxer. How do you... So that's how I feel about the fight.
Yeah.
But it all gotta make sense from a business standpoint. I don't like getting up here and negotiating against myself. And,
for sure.
But for me, I'm willing
but
to
do you
make the
see
fight
it
happen.
as it being that could, like we always said, the Four Kings, even though you wasn't a part of it, the whole plot was like at the end of the road, there's gonna be 2 guys left standing, and that's the big fight. Do you see that as that's potentially what that could be?
I'm a bad motherfucker.
Yeah. You are. I ain't gonna lie.
At the end of the day, Devin Haney is a bad motherfucker in his own right, but when you say like 2 guys standing, there's only one guy with me, and that's me. Like, I don't see 2 guys. I don't see 3 guys. I used to. Like, that was young Shakur.
Stevenson has drawn a line in the sand for any potential move to 147 pounds. He's making one thing non-negotiable. A rehydration clause must be in place. According to Shakur, weight advantages can dramatically alter the outcome of a fight, and he's determined to ensure both fighters compete on equal footing, with neither ballooning in size overnight.
If y'all want me to come to 147, I'm coming in with rehydration clause. I don't even do that. But why am I going up to these guys' weight classes if I'm not planning on going there? So any of y'all want to fight me at 147?
Yeah, rehydration.
10 pounds.
10-pound rehydration. Like the IBF rule, basically.
You got to understand, that means on fight night, when we get in the ring, they're going to be 157, maybe 158.
Max.
No bigger than 160 that night.
Right.
I'm cool with that.
So if we could get it like, all right, like the IBF rule, 10-pound rehydration.
Yes, but think about it. If there's no rehydration clause, these guys going to get it up to 170 pounds.
Yeah, 175.
I'm in the 140s on fight night.
Yeah.
So if I'm 140, they 170. Bro, I'm not. What am I in here wrestling around with these?
Right.
Come on,
Joe
bro.
Rogan remains supremely confident in Shakur Stevenson's abilities. According to the veteran commentator, even without a rehydration clause, the outcome wouldn't change. Rogan argues that Shakur's superior skill set, his blinding speed, elite boxing IQ, and technical mastery would still be enough to outclass any opponent at 147 pounds.
That's nothing. And there's some sort of a rehydration clause. Listen, kids, it ain't going to matter. He's not going to come in drained. What he's going to do is just do extra cardio, and that's just going to make him more dangerous. He's going to be terrifying.
Terrence Crawford has gone on record praising Shakur Stevenson's exceptional talent. But Crawford added an intriguing observation. Other fighters seem reluctant to face him. The implication is clear. Top-level boxers recognize how dangerous Stevenson is, both stylistically and technically, and many would rather avoid the challenge altogether.
There's a reason why certain fighters didn't want to take the chance to step in the ring with this fighter. He's great. A lot of people started saying, oh, he's a runner, he's this, he's that, just to detour people from being excited to see him fight because he's not knocking people out and all that crazy stuff, but they would see why people really don't want to get in the ring with him come tomorrow.
I know you've shared the ring with him, sparring plenty of times. What makes Shakur Stevenson great? What makes him different? What makes him, I don't want to say an ilk of yourself, but in the same kind of era, the Bud Crawford era, he's got a Shakur Stevenson era coming through.
Everything. The offense, the defense, the poise, the rhythm, the distance, the timing, the punch placement, the react time. Like, I can go on and on. You know, the toughness, the grit, the grind. Like, he's amazing, you know, and tomorrow he will show it.
How do you think it ends tomorrow night? Do you believe that Shakur Stevenson can stop Teofimo Lopez? Because people aren't really talking about that.
Listen, if T.O. get out of line, you know, he can get hurt. You know? But I see Shakur outboxing him to a decision, a unanimous.
Stevenson isn't shy about his self-assessment. He firmly believes he's operating on a different level than anyone at 135 or 140 pounds. Having already conquered every place in front of him at those weights, Shakur attributes his dominance to superior talent, lightning speed, and technical precision. This is precisely why boxing fans are clamoring to see him test himself at 147. The public knows he dominates lighter divisions. Now they want to see if his skill translates against welterweight's elite, creating potentially explosive matchups that could define his legacy.
This 147 thing, because it's like, okay, oh, he's better than everybody at 135, 140. Sure. Nobody could beat him, so now we got to test him out at 147.
That's how.
Because he that good.
Yeah, but you know that though. That's the.
But tell me I'm that good then. Tell me I'm that good then.
Yeah.
If that's how y'all feel, tell me. I want to hear it.
Yeah, I like that. I will say yes, you are that good. And when people are that good, we want to see a resistance fight. That's all we saying, and that's what I thought T.O. was gonna get, and we ain't get that.
Damn. Damn, y'all. Y'all.
We gotta find another one.
I feel bad for y'all, because y'all gonna be waiting for the rest of my career. Like, God damn, we want to see some, it ain't gonna happen. The most y'all gonna ever get is Zepeda. That was y'all best hope and chance at getting resistance.
According to Stevenson, there's one major obstacle preventing the Haney fight from happening: money. He's been transparent about it. The financial offer simply wasn't sufficient. For a matchup of this magnitude, with two elite fighters putting everything on the line, Shakur believes the compensation must reflect the stakes. He's adamant that he's earned the right to be properly paid for such a high-risk showdown. This isn't about ducking competition, he emphasizes. It's about ensuring the business side of boxing matches the importance of what happens inside those ropes.
Everybody's asked you about, obviously, whenever you're going to fight Haney, because I think we keep hearing about the negotiations falling through. Is that fight ever going to get made?
I would love for the fight to happen. Y'all can clearly see that I want the fight.
Yeah. Is what's off about it still the split?
I don't think that they want the fight to happen right now. Why would we fight this big risk fighter right now rather than wait a couple of years where we could make more money? But my only issue with it, right?
Yeah.
If that's the case, don't perpetrate. You talking big, but truth be told, you put me and him in a ring where nobody else can help him. There's nobody else that's gonna be able to fight for him. What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Like, he know deep down inside that I'm the truth. That's what he know. He know he done been in the ring with me several times. Go ask him, like really ask him and tell him to be honest about me as a fighter. You'll really hear how he talk. Honestly, I think he's a good fighter, but I think that his levels.
Devin Haney sees things very differently. He's repeatedly stated that Stevenson made a critical miscalculation by rejecting their fight over financial terms. Haney's argument is compelling. Even though he offered Shakur the smaller share at 25%, that purse would have exceeded everything Stevenson had earned in his entire career combined. In Haney's view, turning down such a payday was a massive mistake, both financially and for legacy-building purposes.
You look at Shakur's resume and look at my resume. Who's brought the tougher opposition, me or him? And the 25% would have been, bigger than all his fights put together he made.
All put together?
Put together.
Were you shocked that he said no?
Yeah, ego, made him say no. His ego and the people around him. Kambosos offered me the 22% and the 2 fights to go to Australia and to go sign with a different promoter and to, get the vaccine and go do this and do that. Now that I'm the champion and I'm giving somebody the offer to make more money than they ever made in their life, put together in all their fights, I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. See, when I fought Kambosos, it wasn't for all the money. I was fighting for the same money that I was already making. I know that I could beat him. I know that once I win, I'm gonna be able to call the shots and make all the money myself. So now it's that time. And they don't want that.
Timothy Bradley Jr. didn't hold back in his assessment of Shakur Stevenson's potential. Bradley believes Shakur possesses everything necessary to become boxing's next marquee star. He highlighted Stevenson's exceptional technical ability, defensive wizardry, and elite boxing IQ with qualities that could carry the sport into its next era, particularly as fans begin appreciating pure skill over knockout power. Bradley sees Stevenson's disciplined style and ring intelligence as distinguishing factors that could make him not just a great fighter, but a generational icon. As Shakur continues stacking victories while remaining undefeated, his combination of precision and strategic brilliance positions him to become one of boxing's most recognizable faces.
Devin Haney, Conor Ben, there's a lot of fights that Shakur can be involved in and beat all these dudes, man. Beat all of them. Has a chance of beating all of them, right? And solidifying, his mark in the sport. Being, the great of his generation. When Crawford left, I told y'all that, Shakur was the next guy on the throne. And I truly wholeheartedly still believe that. I know there's guys that has worked with Shakur in the past that swear up and down. Oh, shoot, I even forgot Murataya. Murataya is there too. Guys like Andy Cruz. I mean, there's a lot of talented guys that people respect that Shakur has the ability to freaking challenge. Man, now imagine him fighting all those guys and putting that on his resume, man. We talking about legendary status. We talking about Mount Rushmore type of stuff, because, all these guys are the elite guys of this generation and people respect them. And if Shakur was to beat them, you know, he's going to definitely make his mark heavy in the sport and become extremely popular, you know, even more popular than what Terrence Crawford is right now, you know. And I feel like Shakur can be that face of American boxing that, you know, we've always had. You know, we have Floyd Mayweather. I think he can be as popular as Floyd Mayweather, if not more popular than Floyd Mayweather, you know. So I don't know, man. Guys, you know, tell me what you think. You know, am I tripping? But there's a lot of potential matchup for Shakur that can really grow his star, man.
Even Mike Tyson has weighed in with high praise for Shakur Stevenson. Iron Mike described Shakur as a genuine specialist, a true artist in the sweet science. Tyson emphasized that while some fans may not appreciate Stevenson's style, his skill, technique, and defensive mastery make him extraordinarily difficult to beat. According to Tyson, boxing is an art form, and Shakur's precision, ring intelligence, and ability to avoid damage while dominating opponents represent the sport at its purest. Tyson also applauded Stevenson's recent performances, noting his crisp combinations, fluid head movement, and his embodiment of boxing's classic philosophy: hit and don't get.
Shakur Stevenson is a first-class fighter, and I don't think it's going to make any difference that he give the title up because of weight difference. He just go to the next division and win that title as well.
How could Shakur beat him if he can't hurt him? That would be my question.
Listen, you don't have to hurt him, you just have to outscore him. You know, Shakur takes a good shot, though. You know, he's a specialist. That's why some fights that he doesn't look good in, because he's so superior. And it's boring watching sometimes. But he's a specialist. He knows what he's doing. He's hard to beat.
Stevenson's dominant victory over Teofimo Lopez was more than just another win. It was a statement. On January 31st, under the bright lights of Madison Square Garden in New York, Shakur faced Lopez for both the WBO and Ring Magazine Junior welterweight titles. What followed was 12 rounds of pure boxing mastery. Stevenson completely outclassed Lopez, controlling distance with surgical precision, landing sharp counters, and using a disciplined jab to keep his opponent perpetually off balance, all while absorbing minimal damage. The scorecards told a story. All three judges saw it 119 to 109 for Stevenson, reflecting his total domination of pace and flow. With this performance, Shakur became a 4-division world champion, adding the super lightweight crown to his collection and showcasing not only technical brilliance but remarkable mental fortitude under the sport's brightest spotlight.
Masterpiece, man. He looked so smooth, calm, and relaxed, man. That was beautiful. That was the one boxing lesson that you future guys, young guys and amateurs just turning pro, watch that, man. That was beautiful. You heard his father say in the corner, what happened to your fast hands? That shit didn't work, man.
Just overall, like, just given the styles and you know in boxing so well, like, was there any way that Teo could have put on a better performance, a better plan, and gotten a better result?
No, I don't think whatever he would have brought to the table would have worked, man. You know, Shakur just got a great boxing mind. You know, that's just it. He's got a great boxing mind, and you once he put his mind to it, he's gonna get the job done.
What is it gonna take to beat someone like him?
I don't know, Brian. Probably want to stay away from that kid, man.
Yeah.
The numbers don't lie. They confirm what everyone witnessed. Stevenson's punch statistics were overwhelmingly superior, landing far more total punches, while connecting with greater accuracy on both jabs and power shots throughout all 12 rounds. His performance illustrated an elite ability to adapt mid-fight and execute strategy at the highest level. This wasn't just a victory. It was a career-defining milestone that positioned Shakur for even bigger challenges ahead as he continues building a legacy that could reshape the sport.
119, I think, to 109 with scorecards, so basically like 11 rounds to 1. What did you think about the outcome and the fact that he was able to win so dominantly?
One, shout out to New York. To Bruce Harrington, he's world champion now. I'm so proud of him.
Fact.
Been watching him fight the undercards and all this stuff forever. And the world champion tonight, I was bawling. I was crying, yo. So shout out to him. he shine every time he come out. To see his story, see how much he done overcame everything. Now he get his 12th round knockout, looking good against Jermaine Ortiz. Wonderful. Now we got the main event with Shakur, and I knew that was gonna happen. Everybody be talking all that rah to me. I know boxing, and like I told y'all, we was gonna see a little bit of athleticism, but we was gonna see Shakur be using his jab, going to the body, and we saw blood today. Shakur did great today. Only thing I can ask for is a stoppage. I can't ask for nothing else.
Eddie Hearn recently became one of Shakur Stevenson's most vocal advocates. The prominent promoter declared that the slick southpaw is among the most underrated fighters in boxing today. According to Hearn, both fans and critics fail to grasp just how incredibly difficult Shakur is to beat. The reason? His style doesn't rely on knockouts, but on elite fundamentals, exceptional ring IQ, and defensive excellence. Hearn emphasized Stevenson's ability to control distance, neutralize dangerous opponents, and consistently win rounds makes him a nightmare matchup for anyone, regardless of division. He also stressed that winning cleanly and consistently at boxing's highest level requires a special caliber of greatness, one that often goes unrecognized by casual fans. In Hearn's estimation, Shakur's impressive resume, unwavering discipline, and technical brilliance deserve far greater respect than the boxing public currently gives him.
I think Shakur is massively underrated in terms of his achievements and his ability. Everyone in boxing knows how good Shakur is. He is, pound for pound, top 5 in terms of quality. But look at the achievements of the young man. At 28 years of age, he's already a 3-division world champion. This is to become a 4-division world champion. Quite remarkable. And Teofimo always rises to the occasion. Sometimes you see a little bit of a lackluster performance when he's not motivated, when there isn't kind of any legacy on the line. This is different. This is a sold-out Madison Square Garden between two of the elite fighters of our generation. And the best thing about this fight is we're seeing them in their prime.
So what's your take? Did Stevenson deliver a masterclass in boxing intelligence and ring generalship? Or are you hungry to see him face even stiffer tests against fighters like Haney or Benavidez? We want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments below.